Hi Aquarius, it's Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Oh my gosh. I hope you're doing good. This is a reading for March 20th to the 30th. Okay? We will be doing a Celtic cross, and I'll be making just a couple of different slight tweaks and changes with the Celtic cross. Um, Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Also, Aquarius, just letting you know that supporting the Patreon page is the best way to support the channel because where I am currently located, YouTube is not monetized. So the best way to support the channel is by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Also, Aquarius, I am offering personal readings at this time, and the information for that can also be found in the description box below. Okay, let's get into it. So, this card right here, Aquarius, is going to show your past energy or the energy you're currently concluding or coming out of, or the energy that's leading you into into the 20th to the 30th of March 2023. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. So what's coming through here is honestly a newfound love for yourself. It's like an elevation of energy within yourself, almost like you came towards a realization of your reality and who you are in it and the direction that you want to go. Almost like also a fortification of the love for yourself, and almost like also a refilling of some of your energy when it comes to your perseverance and like how would I say, overcoming levels of like negative energies like depression, anxiety, stuff like that. You've elevated in a way, like recharged in a certain direction and willing and feel very capable of taking on whatever it is to come. You have like a newfound respect for yourself, and you're not going to let anything slow you down or stop you in your agenda. So that's the energy you're flowing into. That's a really nice energy, Aquarius, actually. Okay, so let's see the foundation that you'll be standing on basically between the 20th and the 30th. This is your foundation. Woo, look at that. What did I say? You have this sun. It's like you're like, what did I say? You're just coming out of leading with this very strong energy of take on the world. You will achieve. You will overcome. You will not be set back with adversity. You will rise to the challenge and you will succeed. So that's the energy you're coming in with. And look, your foundation is the sun. Like, you're overflowing with optimism. You're overflowing with that energy to like conquer the world. In this case, conquer the galaxy, overpowered, basically. So it's really great that you have the Sun card here. That is your foundation. It's really going to help edify you and encourage you and make clear any impositions that might try to like shake you or something like that. Your foundation is very strong, very like robust, it's just cascading with positive energy and solutions. And inside you internally, you're very uplifted. You're very encouraged to just continue moving forward with a lot of confidence. Okay, so let's see what energy is currently within you per se, within and around and about you as it pertains to you personally, like your whole aura type dynamic, basically. Yeah, look at that. The Four of Wands. You want like the best things in life possible. You're envisioning, you're moving in that energy of envisioning how you want life to be, and you're not going to stop until you like get it, become it, live it, see it, taste it, touch it, like everything. The Four of Wands. You want peace. You want happiness. You want peace in your home life. You want peace in your personal life, like social life and everything. You want to be surrounded by loved ones. And well, I know with the Aquarius you want your personal time too, but when you are surrounded by loved ones or any particular family member or friend or something like that, you want it to be like that genuine, like knowing you as much as they can know you type Aquarius vibe. You want that peaceful, just zen, just flowing with like no stress. You know what I mean? You want to be able to travel in certain respects. That's also coming through quite heavily in this. You want to spontaneously move. I'm sensing that for some of you as well. You want to just get up and go and become and be and accomplish. I'm sensing a lot of accomplishing energy instead, like putting the decorations, as it were, putting the posts and everything in place, all that kind of good stuff. You want a steady flowing type pathway that really brings in that abundance, that assurity, that safety, that protection. And you also want to elevate your how would I put this, your physical well-being, the way you look, the way you feel, the way you take care of yourself, and you really the energy that's coming about you is also coming in a practical, responsible vibe on how do we get all this stuff? How do we manage all this stuff for the best possible outcome? That's the type of energy that's happening here, as well as being able to help those who are very important to you as well. I mean, just coming in stress-free. You want just to flow and just let magic happen, basically. So that is literally the energy that's saturating in you, round about you, just swirling around you. It's very, very, very exciting, actually. Okay, so Aquarius, let's take a look at what could be concerning you. What should you possibly be aware of during the time between the 20th and the 30th? Look at that. So we have the Eight of Cups. And the thing about it is, it's coming in sideways, and I'll explain in a second. It's typically leaving stress and madness, as it were, frustration behind and going to your better days, okay? And clearly we got that energy from here, from the start. We already knew that's what you were about, Aquarius. But right here, as it came in sideways with the Eight of Cups, what's coming to me is that you may still encounter certain negative energies. It may not necessarily be you, but in some cases it is you, when you might cause or allow yourself to think back or dwell on the negatives, to dwell on the past dynamics. Try not to do that. That is only going to damper your light. Do not dwell on things that are out of your control, that has already been done. Keep moving forward and looking forward to your future, to those goals, okay? That's going to help you. And in some of you, you're living in an environment, or your environment itself, wherever you are in the world, it may have those negative forces that there's more negative, how would I put this? Outlooks, like pessimisms, as it were, in life around you. And sometimes, it may not come from you at all, okay? But there are other people in your circle or around you, maybe at work, family members, friends, whatever the case may be. It could be the news. It could be just the general place where you live, where there's some negative energies or negative thought process, and just putting certain things down. You need to not let that energy stress you out or engulf or encompass your positive flow and your positive vision, your positive aspirations, your enthusiasm, your optimism about life. Try not to let those energies overtake you at all. Create a reasonable separation, okay? Practical separation. You can acknowledge, if it's true, those negative understandings, but you don't have to allow it to dictate your planning. You don't have to allow it to dictate your direction. You don't have to allow it to bring forth levels of concern and anxiety that's beyond the practical at the very least. And it could be just dramatized. You know what I mean? Just stay focused on the reality that you can control and work towards your goals and achieving it. Don't let no one say that you can't do it, because you can do it, Aquarius, okay? You're standing on the sun. I mean, everything is available to you, okay, Aquarius? So that is the concern for the 20th to the 30th, Aquarius. Keep that in mind. So Aquarius, let's see what is in your in your conscious. Okay, this is your conscious mind. Okay, this card. This is what everyone else does not see, but this is what you are aware of internally in you. Yeah, look at that. The temperance. And that's why I got this mature, practical energy coming about here. So inside you, even though outside you probably are like someone who's very optimistic in certain respects and practical minded and other things like that, and just on the go in a certain respect and other things like that. But internally, you know that everything is taking its course. Everything has a time frame. Okay, there's a couple things is happening here. One, you are sensing and feeling a change within you. There is a dynamic change that's happening in you. You are aware of it, you are acknowledging it, and you're being patient with the change. Some of you may not necessarily understand fully what the change is. You just feel and know that it's bringing you to an elevated place in your mind, your heart, your spirit, everything. Okay, so that's definitely for most of you Aquarius, what's happening now. It's almost like you feel the frequency of the universe in you that's really changing your machinations, or not necessarily changing, but making you more aware of the higher consciousness, which is always available to you and who you are. You're elevating. Okay, and at the same time, with the practical, with the aspects of the practical world per se, you are aware that you need to further exercise patience, and you're also edifying yourself that you're doing what you need to, what you can within the time frame of waiting. Okay, and you're getting joy, as in the accomplishments along the way. Okay, so that's what's inside you, in your conscious mind. You're aware that the process of time, okay, whereby some people may not even, some people may be a bit around you a bit more chaotic, but you are not allowing yourself to be taken over by that chaos, and you're keeping that flow. You're going with that flow of things. So let's see what's in your subconscious, Aquarius. This may be what you're not necessarily aware of. Your subconscious could be helping you, could be warning you, could be edifying you, whatever the case may be. Let's see what's happening in your subconscious. Look at that. Your subconscious is, now I sense a lot of you are feeling this, but it's like it's a goal, okay? And I sense that in this case, your subconscious is, oh, and the King of Swords is Aquarius card. And I'm sensing that your subconscious is further giving you energy of the practical mindset, that focus. It's almost like siphoning that energy to you to focus and concentrate and like keep your mind on the goals as you come through. It's like you get certain bursts of energy from your subconscious. It's almost like from the ether, as it were, from the universe itself. Okay, whereby your subconscious is taking in everything in such a unique and keen-eyed, let's get tongue-tied, observable way, and making these plans of action that connect everything, that brings you various answers and reasons for pathways. Okay, it's like when you make decisions in your conscious mind, you may not necessarily even understand in yourself per se why you know that's the answer or the direction to go, but your subconscious has been formulating things even outside of your conscious mind, formulating all your experience, the activities, the expectations from past events and everything like that, and it overlaps it with current events and possible future events, okay, which happening with the King of Swords, and it's delegating those energies to you, to your conscious mind, to make the best decisions for your success. Okay, so your subconscious is working incredibly hard and incredibly elevated for you. So that's a wonderful benefit, actually. So be aware of that. Your subconscious is flow. It's moving in a most positive, grand way towards elevating you and giving you the strength to persevere and to succeed and to overcome. Okay, so let me drink some water. Okay, so this card is going to show the general future aspects of what's happening here. Okay, for the 20th to the 30th of March. The general understanding of what the future aspect is looking like. Wow. Look at that. The 10 of Pentacles. So clearly, I mean, you would expect that, wouldn't you? I mean, you're standing on the sun, Aquarius. You want peace and joy and stress-free and happiness. You understand that things take time, but you're going to do your vigilance to get through it. And you're being very wise and very astute about it, you know? And everything is leading towards those levels of abundance in finances, abundance that can last generations, abundance for a lot of you to try to take you out of a certain generational aspect where you're currently in, and you're trying to break out of that. I sense for a lot of you. Okay, some of you may have come from humble beginnings and you're really trying to get out of that. You know, you could be the first to become, you know, graduate and get an auspicious position of sorts, the first to really start a business and it's like super successful, the first to become a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, multi-trillionaire, okay, the first that can actually save and give back, you know, maybe philanthropy and stuff like that. The first, you know, there's a lot of firsts that's happening here. And that's like one stage of like the abundance. I sense the abundance is multifaceted with you that you're trying to achieve, that you're aiming for. But that is the future aspects of all of this, okay? You're moving in that direction. You're moving in that future abundance mindset and physicality of your world. Okay, that's with your health, that's with your wardrobe, that's with your living, that's with your the quality of friends, that's with finances, security, so many things. Okay, so yeah, keep doing what you're doing, because the future aspects is showing you that you're headed in this direction. You're headed to the 10 of Pentacles. Continue what you're doing, Aquarius. Do it with all that you are. Okay, so let's see right here. This card is what everyone else. Sorry, is it? Yeah. This card right here is what everyone else sees, what you show everyone else. Okay? What everybody sees when they look at you. Okay? Look at that. The world. I mean, I don't really need to say anything more, Aquarius, because it's like, look at this. Like, it's crazy. It's like clearly you're headed towards this new dynamic of abundance, of greatness. You know, I sense some of you will also begin phases or you're in transition of traveling. I sense for a lot of you, you're setting up like a dynamic travel with the world. Okay, so some of you are probably waiting for visa applications to come through and stuff like that, process to be finished and concluded. Some of you are saving towards those flight arrangements and migration. Some of you are literally migrating from probably one country to another. Some of you are traveling for work in general and stuff like that, you know, but for the majority of and every Aquarius, you've clearly finished a dynamic. You've fought through and you have achieved, which makes perfect sense because you're coming out of that energy. Okay, you're coming into this new mindset, a new vigor for life as well, and towards increasing your efforts. Okay, and you're ready for the next chapter. I sense a lot of you are going into a new book. You're finished one book and you're going into a new book. Okay, some of you are going into a new chapter of the same book, but it's still a grand achievement. You're ready for the next phases of things. And I'm also sensing a lot of you'll start to see those next phases of things really soon. Some of you may start seeing it between the 20th and the 30th. Okay, there's a strength that like I have to really focus, because it's huge coming off of the world card. Aquarius, you are in such an enlightened energy that's happening right now, and it's really shattering doors apart. Not even just simply opening it, it's shattering it. Okay, your light is super bright and it's just drowning all the darkness away. There's so much coming your way, I'm sensing, Aquarius. Continue what you're doing, because oh my god, the card is getting heavy in such a dynamic way in my hand. It's like it's a interesting heaviness. It's not like heavy pressure. It's like multiple magnetic, like it's just coming in and pulsing out, and it's just, I guess it's like a pulsar perhaps, like in space. It's just huge. Okay, Aquarius, so you have so much strength and so much power in you, so much creation in you. And you're controlling it in such a dynamic way, Aquarius. Oh my gosh. keep doing what you're doing because you're headed into the brand newness of life, the next phases of things. And you got this. You got this like beyond measure. That's what, and that's what people are seeing in you. Someone who is just unbelievable. Okay, you're unbelievable. Okay, you're coming in with strength, confidence, perseverance. People are seeing this. Okay, and that's what you are. Okay, so Aquarius, let's see what's surrounding you. What is the general aspects of people or the relationship that you have, the country that you're in, whatever the case may be? What is surrounding you at this time in your work, in your family, whatever the case may be? We'll see what happens. Okay, look at that. So the Three of Swords. So what's coming through right here is that because of your strength, okay, you are going against the grain, okay? Like I told you, there's certain, like right here, that's what's happening. The Eight of Cups, remember, to what's concerning with those negative forces, okay? This is what's surrounding you, unfortunately, at this time. You are so bright, Aquarius, like the brightness is really combating the dark. So a lot around you may be a lot of pessimism, a lot of defeatist like mentalities, a lot of not as productive as one could be, a lot of like pulling down contradictory natures without a solution of certain sorts. There's a lot of that. Okay, it may not necessarily even be in your primary circle. Okay, it may not even be in your family. It may not be in your friends. You know, it could be at work, or it could be the opposite. You could be in a family where this is just you're so constantly surrounded by negatives. You understand, and then you get a certain level of reprieve at work, but then it may not be as substantially negative as it could be at home. Maybe there's some pessimistic views at work, but you struggle to, or I wouldn't say struggle in this case. You are triumphing. To keep the positive mindset alive, to get through the day of work, to get it beyond what is expected of you and stuff like that. But whatever the case is, this is more so what you are surrounded by. Maybe there's a lot of people at work who really don't want to be at work. Okay, and they just have a lot of negative energy, but you're handling the negatives well. I sense for a lot of you, Aquarius, you're encouraging those people who have a negative view on life, a negative points and work and stuff, and just trying to keep everything together. That could also be in your family life or your friend's life and all that kind of stuff. You are pulsing with the energy and you help, and that's why you are looked upon as the world, someone of strength, of guidance, of who can fight through and make it, you know, succeed. Okay, you're coming, like people see you like that, but they're like, you're surrounded by people who unfortunately may even need help getting out of certain things. And I'm sensing that you have come to a practical and mature sense, Aquarius, where you realize you can't help everyone. Okay, and in some cases you can't help anyone at this time. You're very focused on yourself, but you don't necessarily need to add to the flames of the negativity around you. And if you're in passing, it's in your nature to like give some type of comforting word. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, at least between the 20th and the 30th, you're surrounded by levels of negativity, but I'm sensing you're going to rise above it and not let it take you down. So keep that in mind, Aquarius. That's amazing. So right here is your hopes and your fears, okay? In whatever sense this is. Look at that. Wow. So I sense this is like a double-edged sword, actually. Your hopes and your fears are clearly the same thing. With the Six of Cups. So let's go with your fears first. Your fear is that you might allow your heart to be too soft, to be taken advantage of per se, or overtax you or overstrain you, where you really need to be focusing on your agenda. Okay, so that's one of your fears, that you may allow your heart to succumb to the pain and the grief of others. Okay, and your hope is that you can bring in this constant levity to things within your life and anyone you may encounter or cross your path, whereby you at least exude a level of peace that will elevate the forward momentum, not just for you, but for everyone else. Your hope is that you continue to go towards that peace, that fulfilling grace that really brings you stress-free environments towards your goals. Okay? It's like a tightrope that you're walking right now. It's like you're on that tightrope and your fear is falling into the abyss. Okay? But then your hope is to finish walking that tightrope to the next side, to victory. Okay? That's why this is coming in both ways. It's almost like a childlike wonder, a child who's trying to keep that belief in Santa Claus alive, for example. Okay? That belief of things can be better, things will be better. Okay? You'll be a part of the solution, not the problem. Okay? That is your hopes and your fears. So Aquarius, let's see what the outcome, the general outcome of the 20th to the 30th is, per se, what's happening. Look at that, the moon. So the general outcome is that you're just going to continue to persevere. You don't necessarily know what's going to happen. You just know your day-to-days right now and what needs to be done. And you're going to do your best to be faithful and just to get that done. Okay? In between the 20th and 30th, at the very least, especially, you're going to focus on that clock. You're going to allow your intuition to guide you, and you're not going to allow these wolves and the crabs and other things like that to hinder you, to like drown out your strength. Okay, you're not going to allow it to interfere in your well-doing. Okay, so that is literally what's coming off the moon for you. You're going to stay focused. You're going to stay diligent. You may not know what the outcome is, but you're hoping for the best always, and you're working towards it. You know what you're doing and well doing, and you're going to trust that the universe will also do its part. That is a reasonable way to be, I would say, Aquarius, especially with so much going on in your life. So let's see what the what do you call this? The angel message has to say for you, Aquarius, regarding all of this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So the angel message is stay the course, the star. This is your card, Aquarius. You are the star. Miracles and blessings beyond measure. You have two dynamic stars here. You have the sun and you have the star. Okay? This is miracles happening. This is enlightenment happening. These are things that were once thought to be impossible will become possible. Remember? 10 of Pentacles. Okay? You are going places, Aquarius. Okay? The world, traveling, exceeding. Okay? Stay vigilant. This whole miraculous change is happening within you. The star card is saying that, like, again, dark forces may try to hamper you, but your intuition is too high. This light is too bright. Okay? You will not be slowed or subdued. Okay? Miracles and blessings are happening for you. Keep your focus. Keep the course. Clarification for the star. Look at that. What did I say? The Knight of Wands. The steady pace of things, Aquarius. The steady pace. Okay? You are moving at a steady pace. Focus. Okay? You're holding that Ace of Wands right there, that action-oriented dynamic. You're passing through. See, the Knight of Wands is also passing through many different people, many different obstacles. Yes, you can meet and greet and all that, but stay the course. Okay? Steady the course. So, Aquarius, this is amazing. I really do hope that this has helped you and encouraged you and brings you peace and guidance to your flow. Remember that you are great. You can do this. You have this all together. You have miracles and blessings coming your way. Keep fighting. Keep moving forward. Aquarius, I wish you all the best. Remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/NaveeandFerguson. And remember that I am offering personal readings at this time. I wish you all the best, Aquarius. Bye.